On this last road trip, the team definitely played more structured. What can you take away from the good performance over those 5 games coming into this last final stretch of the season?
Yeah, I think we just learned what brought us the wins. I think being structured, as you said, in defensive zone, playing really good, and that's the only way you're going to win in this league. So I think that's something that we have to focus on and bring for the last 6 games of the season. And having a road trip like that on the road, we have to also bring it back and win some games at home.
When you look at someone like Jesper Boqvist, who had 3 goals on that road trip, what have you really seen out of his game this season that has allowed him to play so well?
Yeah, I think he's confident playing with the puck. We always know that he's a great player, and especially he knows how to make plays, not only scoring goals. So I think he's overall playing really good on this road trip, and I think it's going to be good for him to get the chance again and play a lot of games now until the end of the season. And I just love the improvement he makes every year. So it's great to see him how he performs now.
Yeah, and how would you say his play has improved from that first year that you played with him till now?
Yeah, and every year he's getting way better, and I think right now how he makes plays, how he's not scared to take it to the net. Against team like Vegas, making those moves and scoring a big goal for us. So it's great to see a player like that performing and playing really good overall. So it's great.
There's only 6 games left in the season. What do you want to walk away with from this season? What do you want to do in that next stretch of games?
You mean personally or as a team? I think it's I wanna help the team win games. I think that's the most important part. Playing really good defensive, but also create win battles 50-50s and created a lot of scoring chances. I think that's something you want to do as a player and do that in the last 6 games.
Sorry, go back to Jesper real quick. What did you think of his goal against Vegas? The way the play unfolded, the way he was able to kind of beat everybody and be the goalie.
No, it was a great move he made there. It was against almost 2-3 guys, and he was strong on the puck and made a great move. I think it was a game winner too. So it's we see him do it a lot, and it was fun to see him score from that, and it's good for him.
You mentioned the importance of the big road trip and the big wins. How big is it for the confidence of the group when you beat a team like Dallas that's fighting for a playoff spot? When you beat a team like Vegas that's fighting for a playoff spot, what does that do for a group's morale, especially when you guys are out of the playoffs? I don't want to say that you're not playing for anything. There's obviously pride on the line, but what does it do for the group to reinforce the idea that you guys can play with them?
Yeah, it's those are the important games for us too. I think you don't want to go on a road trip and we don't play for playoffs, but I think it's, as you said, everyone we have identity in the team and we have to bring it every night. And I think some young guys also brought it up. They played really good on the road trip, and I think that's the last 6 games we have to bring the same thing. There's no team that we can beat in the league as you saw, and we just have to bring the aggression and being really good every game.
Lane just shoot it, and then I saw the demon turn his skates, and then I feel like I had the inside on him, and then I took the inside, and then luckily I went in.
Were you trying to go inside outside on him, or did you expect him to bite like that?
I don't know. I just tried to at first shoot it or get it to the net in some way, and then he turned his feet, and I had the inside on him, so it's lucky.
Yeah, it appeared to all of us that it seemed like Leonard didn't even know that the shot came. He was kind of following you even as the play went unfolded. Is that the perspective you had too?
Yeah, I saw it on the clip after, and luckily I went in, and I don't know what happened there, but I will take it.
Going to Arizona, you had a couple goals on that trip. What was that trip like for you, confidence-wise? Obviously playing really well, getting some results, getting some goals.
It was a fun trip for sure. Being with the team out that long, and it was fun for sure. Fun cities to play in, and fun teams to play. And for me personally, it was a pretty good trip too. I feel like I got some goals and stuff, and it's always fun. But we won a lot of games too, so that's the most important. Most important.
We talked to Ruff about your game as of late. He said the one thing he really likes about you is your skating. Have you noticed anything different? You just feel like you're hitting another gear, finding another level. How do you feel you've gotten your skating to where it's at now?
I don't know. I feel like I've been feeling good in my body for a long time now, and I don't know. I probably skate on the right spots and stuff more now than before. I don't think I'm faster or anything, but probably skate in better areas and stuff.
So just like angles and things like that.
Yeah, and watching a lot of clips to when to get the puck in speed and find the puck in speed and stuff like that too.
How big was that road trip for you guys mentally? Even I don't want to say emotionally, but for the group to be able to come out with a 3-1-1 record, beating Vegas, beating Dallas, 2 teams fighting for the playoffs. How much of a boost is that for the morale?
Huge for sure. we had a lot of fun too, and even though we wanted to play more than 29th, we still feel like it's important games for us here. So it's obviously huge to win those.
What were you guys doing structurally that really was consistent every single game of that road trip?
I don't know. Paid attention, I guess. I don't know. I feel like against the top teams we've been more like paying attention to it. But now on this trip, we're not worse teams, but not in the contention, playoff contention. Still did it. I feel like so. It was a good trip overall. I feel like.
And why did it take so long to be able to, play that consistently?
Yeah, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. I don't have a good answer to that.
You have 6 games left in this season as a team. What do you personally want to prove in that time span?
No, yeah, just keep on going, I guess, and keep getting better in the areas, face-offs, battles, winning more battles and all that, and keep getting more comfortable and stuff and like that, and obviously, hopefully score a couple more.
Jesper, you're being given an opportunity to play regularly for the first time in your career. And as you know, you have to earn that right as well. So when did things start to come together for you where you started to feel comfortable, the opportunity was there, you started to take advantage of it, and could maybe even play through a down period or a down shift?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess thanks to the coaches for that, for letting me have a bad game or a bad stretch and stuff like that, and I get a lot of help too from the staff and talking a lot and after games and stuff. So I gotta thank them for that, I guess.
But you had to earn it. So
yeah.
How is your game maybe different now than in previous opportunities where you weren't given a long stretch?
Oh yeah, I don't know. Older, more experienced, I guess. Know more about the game, how we want to play and all that, and just buying into it, I guess, and then playing with good teammates too, line mates, and that helps too, for sure.
Your game's improved?
Yeah, I think so, for sure. I feel like I'm coming into more myself every day. I feel like so it's been fun for sure.
And last one, I know it's not easy to talk about yourself, but where is the improvement? Where do you feel your game has gone?
I feel like just confidence-wise, I feel like I belong and I can do stuff and stuff like that. So I feel like that's the biggest part. And then obviously I've been stronger this year than previous years, so I can handle the game better. I feel like so. I think it's that.
Andy, your team was playing with a lot more consistency within a structure on this trip. What were the elements that they were really hitting the ball out of the park on?
Well, I think we knew that we were going to have to try to play really, really well defensively, and I thought for the most part we did that inside all the games. Couple of games, there was a couple periods that the other team, owned the period, but we bounced back for the next period and usually played well. So I think we tried to be good in all areas, and but I thought it started in our own end.
How do you keep that momentum going with the consistency in these last 6 games?
Again, just talking about the way we need to play. We're not going to change anything. The desperation, the block shots, stuff like that. Those are the messages the players will send that they still want to win games. And I thought that desperation was important to, especially when the last game we played.
And I know we've talked a lot about Jesper Boqvist and his game, and I know before you said one of the things you noticed was his skating's been better. When you say that, is it his angles, his cutting, his edge work? Like, what's been better about his skating? Has it allowed him to be faster, just in better position overall?
Well, I said it's the one thing I've noticed is really, he's skating really well. When he gets the puck, he's separating himself from people. His speed has been good. I think he's carrying momentum into plays. So his timing on our breakouts has been good. And when he picks up pucks, guys aren't tracking him down or catching him from behind. And then, I think he's hit the blue line with a lot of speed, and he's been able to back the defense off, made a heck of a move to score the goal. And those are kind of goals that you dream of, where you can go, through a defenseman and put it back in the net.
Does he appear stronger too? Because when Maddie asked him about his game, and one thing he said was he feels stronger too physically, handling like pressure down low and such. Have you seen that as well?
Yeah, I think that's, again, a young player that is developing, getting stronger. Feels, I think he feels good in the small areas of ice, and it probably makes a difference from last year to this year.
Jesper Bratt today, any update on?
Just a non-COVID illness. Decided to keep him off the ice.
Just following up about Boqvist, a coach has to trust the player out there. Player has to earn that trust. When did that start to happen, kind of with Jesper, where you thought, all right, I can put him out there all the time and he'll perform to what I expect?
I think there's been some players that are getting an awful good look. So probably about halfway through the year, when we moved him in the middle and kind of kept him there on a consistent basis, and he's sort of been our third line centerman. I think that's probably the time I would look to that, he started to push his way through.
And what did you see once he started to get some regular time, and you trusted him to on a daily basis, game by game?
Well, again, I would say what I saw was his skating. It was the thing I noticed the most. I think I've also commented that when he's shooting, he's hitting the net more than he was last year. He had good opportunities to miss the net. So I think that is probably another area that has improved his shot and accuracy.
And one on Kevin Ball. You had him out on the penalty kill in overtime against Seattle. Some you've got to learn about a guy. Some you trust that he can handle it. So what was about that circumstance? What was it about his play that led you to put him out there on the PK?
Well, you look at a guy that's 6'6" and has the reach he has. With our lefty, he was probably our best option at the time to kill the penalty or put two right-handed. So, to use that reach, and most teams set up in kind of a diamond when you're 4-on-3. So we thought he would probably have the best stick of all of them.
But you had to feel that he could handle that responsibility, I guess is what I'm also saying.
Yeah, I think you find out sometimes too. We don't know exactly if he can handle it unless we put him there, and we put him there, and he was able to push through and succeed.